Hey YouTube, what's going on? Today we're here with some draft champions ranked to start off season 3, and I went with the Tennessee Titans. Felt like they was the most well-rounded, I guess, team just based on this past season and the fact that they're on their way to the AFC Championship. I said, you know what, man, let me see if I get some of that luck. So right now they got the whole 3-4 scheme going. I'm a big 3-4 guy. I love 3-4. I like the formations that come with 3-4. So I said, you know what? You're gonna pick 3-4. We're gonna start by building out O line, D line, because it always starts at the front, and then from there we're gonna pick our skill positions. Gonna make sure we get 4 linebackers, at least 3 corners. That's always my goal with every draft, no matter if it's whatever playbook I'm using. I always try to have at least you know 3, 4 linebackers, D tackles, both ends, both safeties. I try to fill out as many positions as possible, and then same thing goes for offense. If at all possible, I try to draft as many linemen as I can without like redrafting the same positions. This draft, I felt like I got EA'd, man. I'm not gonna lie. It was a couple rounds where I was like, oh, you bring him up in this round, but I felt like for the most part, I didn't get too many, you know, same positions repeating, round after round. But there was definitely some rounds I wish I could have took back, but I tried my best to build out a well balanced team, make sure that, you know, don't leave too many holes. I think out of this entire draft, probably missed one position, maybe. I think that was left guard. That was the one position that I wasn't able to fill. But everything else, man, I made sure I went, took time, drafted every single position. There was a couple rounds I was like, do I take speed? Do I take, you know, the slower guy to balance it out? But for me, I try to go for the people who have enough stats around the same numbers, if that makes sense, right? So don't really want the super fast guy with poor route running. I'd rather take a okay fast guy who has decent route running, you know. So as you can see, we got ourselves to 89 overall, and we're here in the first game, and that boy Clowney is already paying dividends. Big John Henderson with the recovery, setting us up in prime real estate, and we got a dot for your head top. Start the game off 7-0, and I'm like, man, don't run that Ray Ray like that. What are you doing? He must not know. He must not know about him, because that boy Ray Ray is out here knocking chin straps loose, and so is my boy Dunbar. Don't throw at him either, man. So he's in the red zone, and I'm like, why are you throwing that Quentin Dunbeasy like that? He said, I need it. I gotta go home. My mom's is calling me, and I'm out. I'm taking my ball too, and we are going to the crib. Tutty. So you already know I'm hype. I'm like, oh, it's about to be a blowout. And then he hit me with the dot of all dots. I thought I was there with Levante, and he said, no, sir. We are going to the crib. I said, you know what? I ain't tripping, because I got my boy Captain Kirk. And Captain Kirk said, yo, Danny, it's going to be all right, because I'm going home, and I'm taking my ball too. And I said, you know what, fam? I'm glad to see you go. Straight up the middle, and we are going, baby. That's how you answer. So now I'm here, and I'm like, I just got to get in this dude's head. I got to make him see ghosts like Sam Darnold and just see if I can, get some coverage sacks. And we did. Mario Addison right there doing jumping jacks. And I said, you know what? Hey, we right back at it, baby. We are trying to rattle this guy. We are trying to make sure that Clowney has time to get to him. I had faith in my down rushers that they were going to get to him no matter what. And no, sir, you are not allowed to run the ball effectively. I am sorry. We are shutting all of that down. And I'm like, you know what? tip drill. Don't throw late over the middle like that. It's not a good idea. But, didn't really do much with the ball here in the second half. And Tevin said, I need to get on the action. I said, you know what, Tevin? I got you. Straight running it down his throat because I don't believe in this guy. All right, he hasn't showed me anything outside that one big play that he is a dependable opponent, someone worthy of me pulling out the sweats. So I say, you know what? Just gonna run it 3 straight times down his throat, and he gone. He said, I had enough. So we are here in the second game, and I'm like, you know what? I feel like it's gonna be more of the same. I'm not worried about it. Big John Henderson, let's go. And we are here, second and 15, and I say, you know what? I'm feeling like it's gonna be more of the same. I'm not worried about him. We only rushing 3, but we still getting there, forcing the throwaway. You know what time it is. And I'm like, all right, I got this guy. I'm in his head, and he threw at Levante. I don't know why he would do that. I don't know what's wrong with these people who be thinking that my click on skills is not there. That timing, I don't know what happened there. My guy didn't even run a route. He just came off the line and said, I'm good. So we turned it over, and I said, you know what? Let me get something going right here. And Emmett was like, nah, son, I'm not feeling none of that. I'm going home, and I'm taking my ball. All right, so we gave up a huge run. But once again, my boy Captain Kirk said, hey, my mom's just called me. She's wilding out. I got to go home. I was like, you know what, Captain Kirk? Take the ball and do your thing. And get us all the way down to the 17, right in scoring position. And you said, I'm like, you know what? Hey, we got to get this up in there, man. Tevin took a big hit, but got us down to the 2. I said, you know what? Let me see if I catch this guy sleeping. Run it again. Tevin Coleman at fullback. Glitchy straight up the middle. So that's a good way to respond. I'm like, all right, we here. Still in the first quarter. He's still in his pistol. I don't know what he think he's doing, but hey, it worked once, right? But not this time, sir. We are there. We are making sure that that does not happen again. And now I'm running a little, what is this? Nickel odd or nickel wide. And I'm like, man, I'm about to overload blitz this guy to death. He is not going to get any time. I'm going to make sure of that. If that's the only thing I do. 4th and 17, I'm just like, don't give up the big play. Make sure my guys scream. Clowney is screaming, and he threw at me, and I just got EA'd. He threw that in a triple coverage, and it worked. I can't blame him for that. So I'm thinking, he comes out in this wacky offense, throws a screen, and I'm like, you know what? All right, this guy's out here playing games, man. All right, he is not to be trusted. Why would you throw at that man right like that, baby? Click on, use a pick. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. Thank you. Come again. Big play, touchdown. And now we are up 14-6, and it's more of the same. I'm like, hey, man, I just got to make this guy see what's not there. Whatever he thinks is, oh, I thought I had him. I was so close, man. I really thought I was underneath that route correctly, and I was upset he got it, but we sending the screamers, baby. We are making sure that guy does not get comfortable. We are sending everybody. I'm sending 5. I'm making sure one-on-ones is all he sees, and why would you throw in my user like that, young man? He must not know I am here for all the user interceptions. Okay? What is that, 3 so far this video? Don't throw at me. It's just disrespectful. Alright? So we here trying to get the inside zone going. We pick up a little gain, just a little bit. I'm like, so here we go, 3rd and 4, and I'm like, hey man, let's go, Tevin, get involved. Whoop, spin season, let's go, baby. And we are picking up the first right there. I like this. I'm looking at the middle of the field, and I'm like, he cannot stay in this coverage right here. So I motion out Evans, give him something to look at. But I'm like, hey fam, I already know where I'm going with this. George Kittle over the middle. Let's go. So I got a hot dot for him, and I'm like, hey man, no more outside run for you. No, you cannot go outside. You are on punishment. It is not happening. That's just the way it is. I said no. He tries it again. I don't know why. But I'm like, hey, fam, I'm in his head now. All right? It's nothing he can do. I'm like, hey, sitting in the crib, making sure we getting after him. And Odell, man, playing DB right there. He was not trying to give the ball up. I'm like, hey, we here. All right, 4th and 14. I cannot give this up. We send in the screamers and click on Clowney. Should have had another one. So as you can see, he is trying to send the house, and I'm like, you know what? I am prepared for it, fam. We are got a hot dot schemed up for your head top. Boy, Captain Kirk said out route city. That's me. I tried to set up a little pick rub route scheme right here to my boy Coleman out the backfield. We broke the first tackle, but we couldn't get in. Smith stopped us. I said, hey, we take a field goal. I'm not happy about it, but my boy Captain Kirk said, fam, I got you. Don't worry. I just gotta go home real quick, all right? And I gotta take my ball. And I said, you know what, Captain Kirk, take it home, baby. Up the sideline, and he gone. I said he gone to the crib. Let's go, baby. Great way to start off the second half. And I said I couldn't be any happier. And that is exactly how I would like to start every second half. And he's coming out punting, and I can't believe it. I'm like, nah, dude, not really punting it, but he actually did. He punted it away, and he said, you know what? I concede defeat. You can have the ball back, sir. And I was like, duly noted. So I ran it right at him, man. I'm like, yo, I'm just trying to get out of this game. This guy's on some funny money, and I'm just trying to get out of here. And we seal up everything like it's hurricane season, baby. We took it all the way to the Baja with the boy Coleman. He said, I got to take my ball home. And I was like, cool, no problem. But next drive, he punts it again. But nope, he comes out and runs it fake. And that's why I don't trust people. When I see you coming out and punt, I don't believe you. And I'm like, you know what? But he actually punted it on second down. And I was like, I can't believe this. He really punted it. I was semi prepared for it. I'm glad we didn't fumble. But now I'm like, all right, I got dots for this guy, man. He's getting me upset. And no, we get stripped, and he gets an easy, quick touchdown. Something he ain't have to work for. But I said, you know what? My boy Captain Kirk got me. He got me, so we threw it right at him. There we go, Captain Kirk with the rack. Down to the 22. And I'm like, hey, we just got to get a field goal. I threw on chew clock. But he must have had his tackling on aggressive because I got two back-to-back face masks. And I was like, all right, I'm just trying to get out of this game right now. All right, I don't need no more fluky plays going on. So we kick a field goal, and I'm like, hey, I only got one saying. Every time I kick it off, I'm trying to catch a body bag, baby. So I need a nice big boom kill shot. I need the ball back. Let's go. Hit stick fumbles for the win. And I got a dot for you up the seam to my boy Captain Kirk. He is very mean. And that guy said, man, I had enough. All right, I'm out of here. Hey, I had enough. I'm done. And that is how we start off season 3 right there, baby. 2 rage quits, and hopefully there is more to come in this season of ranked draft. See you then.